Hey guys, so we're on our way to Toronto to pick up some stuff from the Shadowhunter auction, and I thought you guys might want to come along, so let's check it out! Okay, so we got all the stuff from the auction unloaded into the garage, and now we're gonna go through it, see what's in here, and clean it up. Alright, so let's start with this box over here and see what's in it, because I have no idea what's in any of this. This is heavy. Oh, that's cool. Ah! It's like a lamp. Oh, that's cool. I don't know where this is from. It looks like it could either be from Magnus's or maybe from Camille. Not sure where. This one didn't have a sticker on it, so I'll have to go look that up. Maybe I can find it in some of the string text. But this is super cool. And it works, so good. Okay, one top down, whole boxes to go. Now we have something that says Frumpy Bane, but I like that Bane is misspelled. I don't think props department cares too much. Okay, so this says M Seance Table. So this is probably Magnus's, but I don't recall a seance, so I'm assuming this is from 3B. So I'm guessing this is just like a tablecloth. Which, yeah, it looks like a really big tablecloth, which is really pretty color. And this one says Frumpy Bane too, except it's spelled correctly. And this looks like another tablecloth. Or maybe like
some kind of wall hanging?
Yeah, like one of those little like tapestry things. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you guys can see this whole thing. I'm kind of short. But it's super cool looking. And I definitely don't think I've seen this yet. So this must be like another 3D thing. I also like that down here, it looks like we have that thing from Teen Wolf, the Triskelion. The sun, the moon, and the truth. So, if you're a Teen Wolf fan. But this is really neat. I'm assuming it's 3B as well, so I'll stick it in the 3B pile, and then if I'm wrong, oh well. But I think it's 3B. There's something in here that just says hours. I keep seeing this on things, like, I don't know what hours means. I wonder what that means. Probably something I'm completely unaware of. This is Magnus bathroom. So I guess these must be like curtain hangers or something, like the tiebacks for like a shower curtain. Oh, this is like amazing. Okay, this is one of Clary's Kindle handles used for special effects. I'm just gonna like finish it and make it a complete prop, I think. But it's so pretty. I'm in love. It's foam, but it doesn't feel like foam. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It sounds like hard plastic. It's really cool. Kind of love this. Okay. Moving on from the props. Oh, there's like little things in here. Let's see. Okay, so this is the top to a bowl or something. Oh, it's like a bell. It's kind of like mystery Christmas. Like, you don't know what you're getting. You didn't even make a wish list, so you're not sure what it is. There's a lot of stuff in the auction lot that like wasn't really listed. So, there's a lot of surprises in here. Huh. This is cool. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't want to touch that too hard, you guys. Look at that. I might have to try to glue that back together. It says BS or RS? I'm not sure whose that would be. Or where they used it. Maybe it's something we haven't seen yet. There's like a whole season. So, what else do we have? Oh, we have a clock. Batteries are dead. It's just like a little desk clock. Oh, there's no battery in it. Duh. Okay. Okay, so the camera shut off on us. We're having a little bit of problems because we're using my cell phone and we don't have my normal camera. But I unboxed these little like candles and candle holders. And one of them says Ollie on the bottom. I think it's this one. Yes, Ollie ×4. So I don't know if these are from her room or from some season that's coming up. So I guess we'll find out. They're really cute though. Let's see what else is in here. The photo frame. Huh. And there's nothing on this one. There is one of those little press and seal thingies. I love those. I'm not sure where this is from. I'm gonna say maybe Magnus's, but honestly it could be anything. And then see what that top was to. This is really pretty. Wow. What's this? Oh, that's more than one thing. Okay, wait. Here's a candle. A random candle. We'll set that over there. That's what the top goes to. Oh, this is really pretty. Look at that, you guys. It looks like something that they made maybe for the show. It's so pretty. I don't know what it's from, but it's really shiny. This says Ollie as well, so I'm assuming that went in here like that. And this one's really cute. This is Ollie on the bottom. Alright, so this one on the top has like the lot number from the auction company. I'm just gonna pull that off because we don't need that. This one says Ollie as well. Oh look! Oh cool, there's like another one of those little crystal thingies. That's cool. Oh, and there's like little jewelry. Oh look at that, that's wild. Okay, well I'm not gonna pull this off now, but this is a necklace. And then there's like these little bangles in there. These are so cute. I love those. Okay, so I'll put those back. And then this looks like another really cool necklace. Look at that, you guys. It's so cute. I'm guessing that these were just like used on like her dresser or something, since I didn't actually see these worn. I think this is a bracelet. Yeah, that's like a really cute, look at how like intricate this bracelet is. I love that. That's so pretty. And then it looks like there's some sets of earrings down in here. Which those are really cool. It's really neat. I wasn't expecting that to be in there, so that's really cool. So there's some like assorted metal hooks that aren't labeled, so I don't know what they use these for. But there's just like hooks. And then what looks like another candle holder? Yep, then we got one more candle holder, and this is Ollie as well. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to these boxes that were in there. Now these I think have been a little bit distressed, it looks like by props, because this stuff comes off, so I'm assuming that's just talcum powder. Oh, it looks like they got some cloth in here, so I think a prop was in here at one point. Super dusty. Oh look, there's a little thing in the bottom. Southworks Bosswood domed box. Oh, so this was originally like $50, so prop department paid $50 for this. It looks like this little thing might be missing a pin, so it's not really a big deal. And when I clean it up, it'll look brand new. So this is really cool. So that's one box down. Let's put that here. And we'll look at this box. This is really cool. This is like engraved. It looks almost like trees, but also like a wolf. So it's kind of neat. And then it's just lined inside with satin. Allergies. This says hours as well. So I'm not sure what hours means because most have character names, but I just keep finding a lot of things that say hours. Okay, so then there's this, which looks just like a little wall hanging, I think. It's really heavy metal. I'm assuming it was just like a wall decoration somewhere. It's really cool. Super heavy. This is like 10 pounds of workout weight right here, in case you want to do, you know, weightlifting. I already know what this one is because I had to put it in a bag to protect it. But this is a really pretty mirror. It's like cracked up here, which I didn't really know when I bit on it, but it's still super pretty. It's like a wood mirror, I guess. Looks like they also might have coated it in resin just because like I'm seeing little resin things here. So maybe plaster resin and then some paint, which is super cool. I really like that. And then of course we have, oh my gosh, this is heavy. Wall sconce. This says ours as well. So I'm not sure if this is like Magnus's or Camille's, or maybe it's the Hell Dimension.
There's 2 of those.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
It did have candles in it that they burned though, because there is wax down here. So I don't know if you can see that, but it was definitely used by props. Okay, so in this box, we have a little round mirror. This one is just, it looks like an antique mirror, honestly. Needs cleaned up a little bit, but we can definitely work with that. So here are the candles that go with that candelabra, and they look really old. So I'm assuming this is probably maybe from Sebastian's house that would be coming up in the next season, or maybe like a Hell Dimension or something. They smell really weird. So let's see what else is in here besides the candles. This is interesting. Ah, it's like a little vase. That is a really This says Ollie as well. Ollie has a lot of cool like decor I never noticed in the show. Oh, these look like more candle holders. Yep. That says Ollie too. These almost look like they're from like the 60s or 70s. I like those. Okay, so that's one. It looks like there's another one in here. Maybe we should be asking Ollie why she has so many candles. This feels like a teacup. Oh my gosh, it's a little tiny cup. Well, it's for espresso, but I'm just imagining like trying to fill some coffee in the morning. You'd need like 6 of these. This is Ollie as well, so maybe she just doesn't need a lot of caffeine. I promise I'm not just throwing tissue paper over there. There's a trash can. Okay, and this is a lid to something for sure. So this is a jar with cotton balls in it. February 14th, 22, St. Louis, USA. That's interesting. That's a cute little jar. I'm not sure why it's full of cotton balls. Maybe that's what this is for. Nope, that's too big. That looks more like there is. Yep, there we go. There's the lid. More cotton balls. Oh, that's fancy. What is this? Magnus's spare room. And then it says Ollie under it. Okay, well maybe this is like another 3B spoiler, you guys. Maybe Ollie's moving in at some point and we don't know yet. That'll be interesting to figure out. By the way, there is a spoiler warning on this title. So when you guys clicked it and it said warning spoilers, you got yourself into this. It's not my fault. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of picture. It's kind of heavy though. This is definitely vintage. Oh wow, that's funky. The bottom looks like a Greek like carving. Doesn't say whose it is, but there's like an artist mark right there. So this is definitely an antique. Really cool. Oh, it's like a little creamer pitcher. This is something on the bottom too, but I don't know what it says. This one was $2.99 each. So we have like expensive antique and then very cheap vase. There's no marking, so I'm not sure whose prop this is. But it's really cool. Someone has a lot of pictures. Oh, this one is like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is clay. It's like glazed clay. So this was like a handmade thing. So that's really cool. All right, last one. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this looks like another picture. Someone needs a lot of pictures on this show.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, I love this. This right here is one of my favorite colors, this turquoise. There is, it just says P. Or maybe it's a D. I don't think we know. There's like a piece of newspaper glued into the inside. So I'm not sure whose this is gonna be. Maybe it looks like a Magnus piece. But I mean, it could easily be something from 3B for Sebastian or Jonathan. Same person, but you get the idea. So I guess we'll have to find out about that one. It could also be Ollie's because it looks kind of like it matches her stuff. So it looks like we also have this like really cool lamp or planter. Could work for either. This says 1. So I'm not sure what that means. And then we have these. These are like plastic. I guess this one's supposed to be like an ice bin, just because it looks like the inside of an ice bin. But it's really fancy, so my guess is they used it for like, you know, a prop instead of an ice bin. This one has little stoppers on it to keep it from making noise. So maybe someone actually picks this up at one point, because that way when you sit it down, it doesn't, see how there's no sound? So this was probably hand used. I think the tape underneath says hours again, but I can't see under it. So, don't know. Guess that one was with that weird group. And then this one goes with it. And this one's like a little pitcher. Has a stopper in it. Not sure how you open it. This one says hours as well and has the stoppers. So I'm not really sure what this was used for. So yeah, I mean, I'll look through the screen caps again and see if I can find it, but I really love how these look. They kind of scream Magnus to me, but they could easily be anything, vampires or anything. They could be from the Hotel of the
This is just like a vase. It's really cool. That one says hours as well. So like I said, I don't know where all this like hours stuff is supposed to be. Maybe it's just like multi-purpose. They've used it more than once. There was this, which is like what I believe is a Magnus vase. But as you can see, there's a big crack down it. And then when we picked it up from the auction, somebody that helped kind of smashed it. So we'll have to try to fix this one. I'm not sure if we can, but it's worth a shot. And this was in Ollie's room. So that's really neat. I really like this. They used to have tape down here that said Ollie. And then this is a pillow that came with Magnus's stuff. So I'm just assuming it's a Magnus pillow. I'm sure those of you guys below like that could comment would tell me what it is. I think it's Magnus's though. This stuff right here. This is like distressed. Oop, from the set. I don't drop everything. I'm not gonna pull it all out. This is gross. It was distressed on purpose. It just feels like nasty and old. It's like old silverware. And these are like silverware that they've just used like some paint and some fake cobwebs. Like this is fake. See how stretchy that is? It's like plastic spider webs. Sort of like that. They used to be like, you can see here, gold. But it's been painted with like this really old looking paint. So that's really neat. And then everything in here has just been like painted and put the fake spider webs on. They kind of roll off. It's really a little gross. But like, there's a lot in here. I don't really want to mess with it too much because I'm afraid it'll ruin it. But we got kind of like this cool container and then a little basket. Super cute. And then a bunch of silverware. Little ladle. Very fancy ladle. And then this giant bowl that everything's in, which, if you can see the side, is super fancy. And the last thing that I have is this, which just says double bedspread and pillowcases. They didn't know what this was. They just said that it was like some junk on a shelf, and they were like, hey, here's a shelf of stuff. You can bid on it. But it's actually Sebastian's from the second season. So got that before they got rid of Sebastian's stuff. So I'm not gonna open this one. It does need washed. But it's basically just the bedspread and the pillowcases from that episode of Shadowhunters. The last thing I have is there is a bag of peacock feathers from Magnus's apartment. I don't want to pull them out because they're really fragile and they've been handled a lot. So I'm just going to leave them in there. But that is everything that I got from the props side of the auction. I might even auction some of it off so that you guys can get your hands on some of it. Because I can't use all of it on my own. And hey, then we could get some money to charity. That'd be super cool. So I'm going to clean all this up and then I'm going to show you guys the closed side of the auction that I bought. And I'll see you later. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so we figured out what this is. And it's not a wolf or trees. It's like a deer or a moose. So that's the difference between it being set, distressed, and after it's cleaned up, which is very different. You guys remember the silver from earlier, how dirty it was? This is what it looks like now. So this is the before, and this is the after. That is like a crazy difference there, you guys. Okay, so we're not even like halfway done, and look at that water. That's disgusting. Okay, so we're gonna try to clean this off. Ew. So let's see where this goes. Well, look at that difference, you guys.